Many people exploring plant-based eating notice something unexpected. They feel different. This guide explores how plant-based foods can support energy, digestion, and overall well-being, while helping you understand how food choices can influence how you feel every day. One of the most surprising discoveries people make when they begin exploring plant-based eating has nothing to do with labels or identity. It has to do with how they feel. For many people, the first noticeable change is energy. Not necessarily a dramatic overnight transformation, but a gradual shift. Some people notice they feel lighter after meals. Others notice that they feel less sluggish in the afternoon. Some people find their digestion improves. Others discover they recover faster after workouts or physical activity. They begin simply by adding more plant foods to their meals. This is because food is not just something we eat. Food is information for the body. Every meal sends signals that influence how the body processes energy, manages inflammation, and supports overall health. Plant food brings something unique to that equation. They are naturally rich in fiber. Fiber supports digestion and helps regulate blood sugar levels, which can affect how steady your energy feels throughout the day. Plant foods are also rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These nutrients help support your body's natural systems, including the immune system and cellular repair. Many plant-based foods are also less calorie-dense than animal products, which can help people feel satisfied without feeling overly heavy after meals. Let's imagine someone named Daniel. Daniel works a busy job and often grabs fast food between meetings. Most afternoons, he feels tired and unfocused. One week, he decides to experiment. Instead of his usual lunch, he prepares a simple bowl: brown rice, roasted vegetables, black beans, avocado. Nothing complicated, but something interesting happens. After lunch, he doesn't feel the same afternoon crash. He still feels full, but also feels clear-headed. So the next week, he tries another plant-based lunch, and then another. Little by little, he begins noticing patterns. Certain foods make him feel energized. Others make him feel sluggish. This is one of the most valuable things about exploring plant-based eating. It helps people become more aware of the relationship between food and how they feel. Instead of eating on autopilot, they begin eating with intention. Another important point to understand is that plant-based eating is not about eliminating nutrients. It's about understanding where nutrients come from. Protein, for example, exists in many plant foods. Beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, chickpeas, nuts and seeds. Whole grains also contribute protein and important minerals. When people begin incorporating a variety of these foods into their meals, they often discover they can meet their nutritional needs while enjoying a wide range of flavors and textures. And because plant foods come from such diverse sources, the variety itself becomes part of the experience. Different colors, different flavors, different cuisines. Plant-based eating often encourages people to explore foods from cultures around the world. Mediterranean dishes, Asian-inspired dishes, Latin American plant-based recipes, African-inspired stews. The variety can be incredible. And that variety makes the lifestyle feel less like a restriction and more like an expansion. But the most important takeaway from this section is simple. Pay attention to how food makes you feel. Your body is constantly giving you feedback. When you begin exploring more plant-based meals, notice the difference. Do you feel energized? Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel lighter? These small observations can guide your journey far more effectively than strict rules. Here's a simple action step you can try this week. Prepare one meal centered around whole plant foods. Think about building a plate with a few basic elements: a whole grain, a bean or legume, vegetables, and a healthy fat like avocado or nuts. Eat slowly. Pay attention to how you feel afterward. Not just immediately, but later in the day as well. This kind of awareness turns eating into a learning process. And over time, Those small insights can help you build habits that support your energy, health, and well-being. Every step forward on the pre-vegan path begins with curiosity. And sometimes the most powerful discoveries happen when you simply listen to what your body's telling you.